Yeah.
So Alex told us, I'm going to wrap back around to this thing I said about his car. We drove up to PAX the other day.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And while we were walking to your car, you told us a thing that happened that is absurd.
What?
Yeah, a thing did happen.
When?
This is like our life stories moment.
Yeah, so this this happened week before last.
This is crazy, though.
This is unbelievable.
And this is something I had never run into either in my entire time living in New York City. So I live in a residential area where there's an area nearby my apartment where you can basically park your car without street cleaning.
Yeah, there's alternate side of the street parking. You have to move it every once in a while.
So in this case, there's none.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, so
they're like, fuck that street, it stays dirty.
It's really good.
But it's surprisingly clean streets. But nonetheless, people who park there can just leave their car indefinitely. I do it all the time because I don't drive that much anymore, but I also am too lazy to get rid of my car. We're going grocery shopping or something. I go to my car, and it's not where I left it.
Car's missing.
I was like,
Car's gone, dude.
Dude,
this is definitely where I parked my car. I remember it wasn't that long ago. It was just a couple short weeks ago, and I seem to remember putting it here, and it's not there anymore. So my initial feeling is, okay, maybe they did some construction, I missed a sign, and they towed it. Okay.
that was your first?
That was my first feeling.
Okay.
I was like, because that has happened. I've seen that happen to cars in my area. So I go on the website they have for is your car impounded, and my car was not impounded.
Mm-hmm.
To double check on that, I called the local precinct. I was like, hey, do you have any information on this car possibly being towed? Maybe it's not in the database yet. Who's to say? And they're like, nope. So I'm like, all right, maybe my car was stolen. That's a real unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
Boy, I hope that's not true. So I called the police department. I'm waiting in the cold rain outside for like an hour and change for them to send a car out. And granted, it's not a high priority thing. I get it. Cops show up, and they're like, okay, what happened to your car? My car's not there. You sure that's where you parked it?
Yeah.
I'm 99.9% sure that is where my car went, and I've done a sweep of the area of other streets I would normally park on. It is not there. And they're like, okay. So here's what we can do. We can look up your license plate and see if we've gotten any camera hits on it in the last few weeks.
You can do that?
So that was my first thing.
Play Watch Dogs. Come on.
Holy shit! They can actually just track license plates like to within like a 48 to 72 hour window of when it was last seen by a cop car, which is kind of crazy. But they do the search, and they're like, we have a hit on this from 3 days ago. I'm like, like nearby? You're like, yeah, it's just over on blah 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 street, which is not in the zone where I normally park it. I'm like,
but still not super far away, right?
Not super far away, like still walking distance, but like not where I left it, definitely. And they're like, you know what, we'll go take a look. We'll drive the car over. We'll see if it's there. Gone 5 minutes. Come right back and they're like, yeah, your car's there. I'm like, what do you mean my car's there? Why is my car there? So they bring me over, and while they're bringing me over to my car, they explain that every once in a while, if some sort of thing comes up where maybe Con Edison or some other construction company, something along that, has to do work on a street, or there's like a sudden spontaneous outbreak of a street fair or something, I don't know. What they will do is instead of impounding your car, because you're not really doing anything illegal by being parked there, instead of impounding car, they will move it for you.
Wow.
Isn't that insane?
With what?
I guess with a tow truck.
Yeah, I don't understand.
But so here's the really crazy part.
That they don't put it back.
Well, it's not only that they didn't put it back, but they parallel parked that motherfucker into a tight space on a street that is like fairly busy.
Wow.
And that like had street cleaning?
Had street cleaning.
So like, you would have gotten towed.
I would have gotten a ticket, or at least I would have gotten several tickets had I not found this out just in time to avoid that street cleaning.
That's crazy, man.
That is so
and ghost
weird.
cars.
And nobody, like, there's nothing wrong with the car. Like, it hadn't been broken into. Like, nobody, hot wired it to make it work or whatever. It was just like, no, someone just picked up my car and moved it to another street.
Why? And the cop, like, nonchalantly was like, yeah, that's...
No, it happens sometimes.
So that's the crazy thing is, like, it sounds like they don't have to file anything with the local precinct. They don't have to, like, let you...
Like, nobody told me.
Like, they have your license plate. They have your information. They can send you a letter.
Like, or an email, like, or something.
Yeah.
Are they at all supposed to return these cars, or is it just like we?
Well, that's the thing. They didn't take it. They just put it in a different spot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like part of that silent agreement is like you put it back.
I mean, that's the thing, Alex. I think our car was stolen for a little bit.
It was
for like half an hour.
Yeah,
that car was stolen
for like a
but
half
it was
hour.
stolen by an agent of the government.
When the government steals things, that's just taxes.
I think the car was stolen until you found
taxes aren't
it.
stealing.
I don't disagree with you, but I don't think I can file auto theft charges against the cops.
Well, against Con Ed. I guess you don't know who it was.
I actually don't know.
You don't know who it was.
I don't know who moved it.
What if the cops were just like, this just happened? What do you mean? Yeah, we don't know either.
Yeah.
But
it's like
just
a fourth dimensional thing.
right?
You know.
Would you ever,
It's like those staircases in the woods. Like,
Also-
there's no fucking explanation for it. Also, don't climb up them because bad shit happens.
So, would you happen to know the way to Shell Beach? 'Cause, shit just happens. That blew my mind.
Weird. It's like this Charlie Kaufman thing we got going on.
It's
here. It's weird.
Just this neighborhood. I don't know. Anyway,
You live here long?
And it turned out the cop's a different
Gone,
cop.
gone.
Just a different guy.
a clown
So what
car.
the fuck is happening? Hey, sir, can I help you? I need to go away now.
That's a weird story, man.
Yeah.
Did you look that up online? Any other stories of that?
No,
happening?
I haven't really bothered to research it too much. I was too put off by the whole thing.
So if you're listening and you could verify this, I think we'd love to know.
I would love to hear like the governmental justification of like what that's called, like temporary vehicular place
Right.
shifting
Yeah.
or something like that.
I have to imagine they must tow that whole block.
Yeah,
That's why
they
they're
had
able to
to.
pack them all in.
that's weird, man.
All
And
right.
I asked a couple of neighbors on that street. I was like, did anything happen with cars here recently? And I was like, no, I don't know.
Like temporarily stolen kind of
Yeah.
thing.
So weird.
For instance.
Can I borrow your keys?